Good morning, my people. Good morning. Good to see you guys again. We are in a new month. Today is May the 1st. I got that right, May the 1st. And we are definitely looking forward to Mother's Day. Of course, I have to remember what May 1st is because I can get my Mother's Day present in 6 more days, yo. Actually, 7 more days. My name is Mona Chimsag. I'm here in Houston, Texas, and I have my beautiful sisters who will be introducing themselves shortly. And then remember that today you can actually log in during the lecture. You can log in during the lecture. We have sent out the login passcode. If you're having issues with the power passcode, you can try the 480561. I'm going to try to type it in there as well so that you will have easy access. So we want you guys to log in. Please mute yourself. We have everyone unmuted. And then we want to have an engaging conversation because something big has been happening underneath. Like we said, we come out here on Saturdays, but during Monday through Sunday through Friday, there's many work going behind. So join us today so that we can put heads together and have a meaningful discussion. So let me have my sisters introduce themselves.
Good morning, viewers. My name is Dr. Augusta Nasike. Thank you for joining us. As rightly said, today we are allowing people to come in. And please, when you come in, type in your official name. We don't want fake names. You might type your first name, that's good enough, but please type your name. We don't want anybody coming to disrupt what we are doing. The trend that we are going through right now is, it's obvious for everybody to see. For those that are still pretending that, what is Nina's doing? Well, guess what? Tighten your seatbelt. We are almost there. So thank you all for joining us. We have so much to discuss today. Thank you.
Thank you, sisters. Stay quick, please.
Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Hey, it's a bright day. My name is Dr. Ekwe Simon Okube. I live in Lexington, Kentucky. So before we go, I want to give us food for thought. If you fail to possess your possession, someone else may possess it on your behalf since you don't value it. My people, the great Igbo people, we put it this way: onye hapụ ọnụ ya, ogoro aracha ya. Meaning, if you fail to lick your lips, Hamatan will do it for you. It is time, my people, to possess our possession. Join us. Let's discuss how to do it. Thank you.
Thank you, sisters. Please help me share. No, I don't have that teeth to say share. I have too many teeth in my mouth. So help me to share. We want people to be on board with what we're doing. We are going to take up, as usually, we send out our topic during the week so that you can be in spirit as we have a full-blown discussion regarding the topic. So our topic today is consistency leads to achievement. Consistency leads to achievement. I know a lot of people use these words or these words loosely, but today we'll have a meaningful understanding as to exactly what we are talking about. Consistency leads to achievement, a lesson learned from non-indigenous minority in Nigeria. A lesson learned from non-indigenous minority in Nigeria. So we can remember the parable of the persistent widow, which the dishonest judge said to himself, although I do not fear God nor respect people, I will have to give her justice. Otherwise, she will keep coming to me until she wears me out. For over a century, the indigenous nationalities have cried out and wept, calling on the dishonest world system for freedom and justice. Of course, they continue to play games with the destiny of over 250 million people and 164 indigenous nationalities trapped against their wish within the British company called Nigeria. So in today's topic, we are going to look at how a small non-indigenous, please mark these words, okay? Non-indigenous, remember the whole time on this show, we'll be referring to the indigenous people. But today we are going to look at how a small non-indigenous minority persistently and consistently infiltrated the current Nigerian structure, how the same minority group conquered the so-called giant of Africa. For years we are gianting around, with our prowess, we are the giant of Africa, while some minorities were taking over our land. How this minority conquered us as giant of Africa and our so-called intellectual juggernauts. We have it all, just name it. Anywhere you go in the world, flip a page, you will find a Nigerian. And finally, we're also going to look to see who and what assisted this conquest, the global implication of this conquest, and what is the only way out. We all want out of this. This is the worst marriage of it all. It's so bad, we're even willing to leave our luggages and run off. So before we get started today, I'm going to play a couple of videos just to put you guys in line with where we are going with our topic today. So I will have Dr. AP sort of explain as I find these videos. I have them up. So this is our first video today.
What should I play first? Let's see.
I don't see a country Nigeria. There is no country Nigeria. It's a colonial structure. Then if we're going to talk about, then I come from the Yoruba kingdom in that case.
Okay, viewers, this is this the first one? So,
yeah, that's the first one.
So this is Femi Kuti, the first son of Fela Kuti, our legend musician. So you can hear what he's saying because he has been a very honest person, sincere person like his father. He says it as it is. Listen to this interview and see how he feels. This is how most of the people he represents, how they feel. And the people we represent also feel the same way. And that's why we come here every Saturday to educate everyone, about what is going on, because we cannot continue to sit down and feel bad. We have to take our position. We have to stand up and do what we need to do to free ourselves.
There is no country Nigeria. It's a colonial structure. Then if we're going to talk about,
I'm sorry,
the Yoruba kingdom in that case.
Yeah, is it ready?
We have empires. So I will come from the Eda kingdom or the Eda empire, where is my indigenous, where my father is from. So I don't see, these are colonial structures then. But if we are supposed to be thinking smart as to be 21st century, Nigeria is too small. I'm an African. I want the whole continent for myself.
Somebody listening may say, that's kind of in the past. Why can't we just move on? Nigeria is Nigeria today. Let's accept it. Let's embrace it.
Nonsense.
Let's move on. But rather,
let's accept the Queen is our Lord and Master. I don't accept it. I will never accept that. Why? I should accept, it's like saying, let's forget 500 years of slavery. How can we forget our past? How can we forget history? And we take all these things for granted. You see, Africans say, no, let's move forward. Oh, the slave trade. Nobody wants to discuss serious issues. Do you believe the Jews will leave the genocide? You can't even crack a Jewish bad joke or good joke. You crack a Jewish joke. They will call you. You see, when the Jews descend on you, you will just start apologizing. A good joke. Don't joke. This is not a joking matter in any form. So why do Africans take it for granted? 500 years. Do you know how many generations of Africans were lost? And then 100 years of colonial rule. 60, 70 years of bad African governments, corrupt. And we're supposed to just say, no, forget it, let's move forward. Move forward to where? A man without the knowledge of where he's coming from cannot know where he is or where he wants to go. So we don't know where we are. So where are we supposed to go?
So you cannot see. See how Okada are going on rampage.
Okay, hold on. I'm sorry. I'm going to pull up the second video.
So this second video is the governor of Niger State, complaining that Boko Haram has taken over his state. There's a flag. They've placed their flag in one area in his state. And this place is just 2 hours away from Aso Rock, the seat of power, the Nigerian seat of power, Abuja. So that means Nigeria is almost gone. I mean, Nigeria is gone. Because if Niger has, if Boko Haram has, Niger has, Boko Haram has taken over Niger and put flag there. So very soon they will chase our brothers and sisters that doing us, that say they're senators in Abuja. And we are telling them, you know, we call them to come so that we discuss. We called those that say they're representing us in Abuja, that to come home so that we discuss on what to do. That should pull out from Nigeria and come home. If they're still doing this, crying and singing, if they continue to do that, if Boko Haram is one that will come and chase them out to come back home, we will kill them by the time they come home, because we told them before to come back. Are we ready, please?
The situation is critical and it's terrible. Last night, we had over 3,000 people here from communities that have been displaced by bandits and Boko Haram elements around Muya and Shiro local governments. However, some of them have started going back to their various homes, and there are some other communities that we think are safe, they can go back. But the vast majority of them will have to remain here because their towns have been taken over by bandits and Boko Haram elements. Their wives have been seized from them. Their wives have been forcefully attached to Boko Haram members elements. In fact, I just had they've already placed their flag in Kauri, so which means they've taken over the territory. And this is what we have been engaging the federal government with. And unfortunately, it has now gotten to this stage that if care is not taken, nobody, not even Abuja, is safe. We have been saying this for long.
Good morning.
All efforts have been in vain. I hope with the outcome of these banditry activities and terrorist activities, I hope the time has come now to see reasons
Losers.
for a very coordinated military action to take place.
You don't have military phone.
The Boko Haram elements are trying to use these areas as their home, just like they did in Sambisa. Well, Sambisa is hundreds of kilometers away from Abuja, but Kaure is less than 2 hours drive to Abuja. So nobody is safe anymore. Not even Abuja is safe. So this is the time to act. But everybody, all hands must be on deck. All hands must be on deck. It's not for Niger State alone. No, it's for everybody to act.
Yes.
But all the efforts we need to do, and we have done it. We have tried our best. I am confirming that we have Boko Haram elements in Niger State around Kauri. They've taken over the territory. They've installed their flag.
All right, my dear. Good morning. I'm glad that you're awake with the bazooka sound. And I am going to play the last video. These are the same group of people when you're talking to them. Oh, they are calling, they want a coordinated military effort.
Imagine, they want coordinated with Boko Haram military.
I think he heard that on CNN. He's trying to use, practice his English language. He want a coordinated. Wow, look at this guy. He is so lost in the wilderness.
The funny thing is that the governor of Niger State actually bought drones, a lot of drones, to be able to target this Boko Haram and kill them. But, they are telling him that, hey, he's not licensed to do that. He has to get license from Abuja. He has to da la 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 la. And that is what we're saying about the 68 exclusive list. You can't even protect your territory. So that's why he's crying, wailing. It shouldn't be if he is the CEO, CSO of his state. He should be able to, protect his people. But he needs license to get the drone to fly. Can you imagine that?
Very soon I will see his head separated from
rolling on the floor.
Yes, his head will be.
While he's waiting for license, his head will roll on the floor.
That's horrible.
We have a chapter.
Oh.
So this is our senator.
Go ahead.
Our senator that is supposed to represent the people is crying more than the people that he's representing.
Go ahead, my dear.
And we have told them, if you sit down there crying, when Nina's told you to go and plan with your people how to pull out of that place, because it's a defunct federation. That federation is over. You're not representing anybody anymore. You are there representing your stomach. You are there for what you get inside your stomach. We say live there and come back home. If you continue to speak English in that your House of Assembly or your Senate or whatever, and Boko Haram uses cane to cane you out of that place, when you come home, we'll cane you our own. Because the thing is that you can't run away from the airport, because Boko Haram will be the first to, your airport in Abuja is where Boko Haram will go first and block. And you can't escape there from that route. So you'll be forced to come back home. And we are saying that if you wait until Boko Haram chases you away from Abuja, if you come home, you will not escape through our airports. If you come home, we'll sit you down and give you koboko. Go ahead, please.
As our position, we have a chapter. We cannot keep quiet any longer. It has gotten to a point that we cannot sleep with our two eyes closed. We are not free. Our children are
So you've been sleeping, eh?
The president must rise for the occasion. There's no nation that is so powerful that doesn't need support of other nations. Individuals cannot say you will leave the world without any other person with you. So we must rise. The situation is our security system has collapsed. It has failed. And because it has failed, we need to look for foreign support. It costs Nigeria.
Boy.
Forget the ego, forget the superiority of Nigeria in African nation. Today, we are facing serious problem. For a nation to survive this period, and I'm not in doubt that the security architecture we have today cannot cope with what we are facing.
Security.
Every part of this country is threatened. From the north to the south, nobody is safe. Nobody can travel 50 kilometers in our nation. And the nation is there for a country that we grew up. Where nobody has asked when you travel from Lagos to Maiduguri. I don't need in time far. Today, I cannot travel from here to Kaduna to Niger State where I was born.
Cheerful.
The president must know that this is a bad time for our nation. We must look for foreign support to save this nation. This is my position, Mr. President. We must rise for it. There are killing people in the east, in the west, in the south, in the north. We should shut down the National Assembly.
Close shop, punk. Close shop. Close shop.
Our country is bleeding. People are in poverty. There's no food. People are hungry. Insecurity is threatening us. We cannot pretend. It's better we're not here. There's no mercy for you. People are dying.
Grown man crying.
We must rise on the occasion.
There's no occasion to run. Look at the people he's talking to. They are relaxing, my dear. They are chilling. Because their flight is filled, food is filled with food. They are waiting to catch the next flight. And they're just there looking at him.
My dear, you noticed that thing. They were just as if they are sitting in beer parlor.
Yes.
They're chilling out. Like as if they're in Bahamas under the coconut.
They are chilling.
Under the bamboo tree. Yeah.
Bamboo tree.
They're like,
What
look at
are you
this.
talking about?
Look at this madman in that assembly hall.
He needs to be taken to asylum.
So sad. Go ahead, my sister.
Okay, yeah, for the videos, thank you. And you know, when we are talking about the non-indigenous peoples, we are actually talking about the Fulanese. They are non-indigenous to Nigeria. These people they came from Futajalom, and they decided to take over an entire giant of Africa. I mean, it's in a dwarf of Africa, if you must call it what it really is right now. So they are non-indigenous. They are on a mission to conquer, period. For those that are saying, Fulanese are elders, no. They have one mission. And that mission is to conquer, period. Nothing else. Don't even add anything to it. So from the beginning, they knew what they wanted. They never lost sight of it. They taught their children exactly what the mission is, what the culture is. They did. You know, we like showing off. Instead of us to teach our own children what our own culture or what we are determined to do, we want to, you know, Englishicize. I mean, I don't know the grammar. Americanize, Englishicize. Now we want to even Chinaize ourselves. China.
We want to speak better than Elizabeth herself.
We want to speak through our nose. You know, those people in England, they speak through their noses. So we want to even overdo it because that is who we are. You understand? But they taught their children from day one that you see this cow, you will use this cow to form GPS in that land. And they did exactly that. Even when their fathers met Britain, they did not change their mission. No. Remember, it took time for them to even come and be part of the independence. I think they were talking about independence as far back as 1953. They said they were not ready because they needed to strategize. They needed to strategize. They never stopped. They never stopped. They were busy trying to study the white man. The skin color of the white man did not even intimidate them at all. Unlike us, that when we see a white man, we start shaking. You know, we start shivering. We start probably trying to show off that we can speak the white man's language. No. They were not intimidated. It did not bother them. Cha. They knew what they were doing. They instructed their children on how to maintain their cow culture. And you see, in those days when we used to see the Fulani, they will carry this their stick. They will put it at their back.
And a radio.
And transistor radio, one tiny radio, 2x2 radio. That radio, they are using it to get instructions from the bush Fulanis. They are using this tiny radio to get instruction from the house Fulanis, from those ones that penetrated our educational system. They did. And I'm still going to go back to that 1999 Constitution. Because before then, it was 1979. Guess what Gowon did? I think it was Gowon that introduced this NYSC and all this, that nonsense, the JAM and all what's not. That was how they penetrated our educational system.
Yes.
Remember in those days, they couldn't sit for A levels. A levels was difficult to pass. But guess what? They now came and put everybody together. If you score 10 in JAM, you come and you go to university. If you and they made the quota, they cut off the quota system, all those things, they oh my God, they trained the house Fulanis to get into our educational systems. Eventually, they now became our leaders. When it was supposed to be the other way around. While the house Fulanis will be passing message to the bush Fulanis, the ones with the transistor radios, the ones with the cane, and the ones that are doing GPS, real GPS, so not this one that, not real GPS penetrating the inner villages of our people. It was an assignment.
Mr. Augusta, you forgot the ones on the gate that also have the key access to the bedroom when our guy is not there.
We will build them, we will build mansion, and we will not hand over the key. You understand? We will build mansion and hand over the key to this type of Fulani. And guess what they are doing with I don't even want to imagine, because there's you can't imagine what they are doing with our own property, our own sweat. So this is something they had worked out together. The bush ones were spying on our lands. Everybody maintained their lane as the house one is trying to get power at all costs. The bush is trying to make sure that when time comes, because all they needed is just one signal and everywhere would implode. So everybody maintained their lane. They were all working together. They knew what they were doing. And in our own case, we didn't even know what they were doing. We thought that we were trying to maintain one Nigeria. We thought we were trying to maintain one Nigeria, while they were trying to conquer, take the entire Nigeria. So that is what it is. They understood the white man's game on time. We did not. We were carried away by the luxury of the white man. We were carried away like if you come to my village now, everybody has the minimum degree they have is just the BSc. It's no longer those don't reign anymore. The Fulanis don't care about that. It does not matter to them. What matters to them is getting power. And with the help of our external colonizers, we keep saying that they did not do this on their own. Our external colonizers helped them. They used politics to balkanize us. With the money that they stole from our land, the money is coming from our land, our mineral resources, even our human resources. They took all of them. They corrupted our churches. They corrupted our religion. They did. To the extent we have Reverend Father Mbakana is reigning. He's coming out to say that the Buhari, that God told him to, what was that his language that time? that Buhari is the prayer answered or the answered prayer. I can't even remember how he made that statement.
Man, I know his business now. He did. The also rock people have brought out a note saying that he came to do business with them. That is when they refused to give him the money. Saying what he's saying. So
I'm wondering, why is he still wearing the Catholic robe? Why hasn't he been derobed long time ago? I remember in those days, any pastor that is, any priest that is trying to, my brother-in-law is a priest anyway, any priest that is trying to misbehave, they cut him off. Why hasn't he been cut off long time ago?
Maybe there are people sharing the money that
Business partners,
you know, they're all business partners. They're all making money out of the sorrows of our people. They are not the prophets of our people or pastors.
They're not.
They're not there to represent our people. They're representing their stomach. So why the politicians are doing and bringing 10% for them, then the banker is going to negotiate contracts and all these things at Aso Rock. So they will be calling him, hey, pastor, hey, priest, remember me, Mbaka. When you go, give them our name too, so that we'll do the contracting job well. So they are mercantile, they're all business partners.
Mercantile priests, all of them,
So
Pastor Deboye, all you see, all the when you now tell me that God spoke to you, I start looking at you, the type of malaria that you just caught, because God cannot speak to people like that on our behalf. No. God cannot speak to people like that.
He has stopped speaking to them. Yes, it's a
long time. Maybe never even spoke to them. Well, like I don't never even spoke to them.
Never did. Yes.
So these people trying to use, you know, the manipulation, and it's because the as you rightly said, Shehu Garba said that because they didn't give him contract,
which is true because
what is a Catholic priest doing with contract? Are you not supposed to be poor?
No. Why are you talking like that? What would you say like that? What would you say like that? They build houses now, they marry now, have women and children inside interior places, they buy cars, no, I wouldn't be saying something like that. That was when the church was, when they say church rats, you know, before, when they say as poor as church rats.
Church rats.
Yeah, that's when the Catholic priest will be poor. No, now is who is richest. That collecting chieftaincy title now, we don't know. I'll be saying
you got to change. Probably is not seeing what Mbaka is doing because
you know, Mbaka did the same thing to Goodluck, Patience Goodluck, you know, when he came to preach about he was trying to, you know, like the politicians. So they look for where the crowd are, where the people are. So when they see the crowd, they follow the crowd. So Mrs. Goodluck went to Mbaka's church not because she wanted to go to church, but because the crowd, our Mumu people are there following Mbaka. So she went there. And when he finished now, it was time for Mbaka to receive her own pay. But it's like Patience Goodluck didn't pick the call very fast. You know, it was wasting time.
Maybe at the back of her mind, she was like, what would the Reverend Father need money for?
Maybe that's wrong. And told them that it's bad luck. That good luck is not bad luck. So now he's moving. He's moving. And for you to know that Mbaka is not ready for our people, look at what he's proposing next. Somebody that is doing rogue franchise
is what he's aligning with.
So he's showing you that he is not for my people. He's just his stomach. It's about stomach infrastructure. That's why all of them are partners. Why will small minority Fulanis be doing what they're doing in our land? When mega churches are in Nigeria, just one announcement in one of the mega churches, everything will be over.
Everything will blow.
They are the ones that brought Buhari. Please go ahead. I'm not taking word from you.
No. It's painful, and we really need to discuss it. And as I've often said, we really need to call out their names. There's no point trying to hide. You know, we really need to call out their names because these people are the willing tools that are being used. These Christians that we're talking about, they are the willing. In short, honestly, they're not Christians. They are the people that are being used as willing tools to desecrate our people, to foster the gruesome genocide that is happening in our land, especially the one that happened during the Biafran War and the one that is continually happening now, because the killings has not stopped. It hasn't stopped yet. These people, they have divided their roles. These are the Fulanis, the non-indigenous peoples. They have divided their roles. Majority of them are in the military. You will see Buhari would go and get Boko Haram and said he has repented them on behalf and put them back in the military to kill the Southern military guys.
Wow.
So they are using every tool in their arsenal to continue to, get this country blown off, which I wouldn't mind. You got to blow off real quick. You understand? So they're also using them in their businesses, in religion, their cow trade. They are trying to force every state to have Ruga. And that is why the Benue governor keeps crying, Governor Autumn keeps crying. The guy, sometimes I just pity him because
he should stop crying. He should make use of consider force majeure.
Force majeure.
What are all this
Exactly.
cry, baby for what? Please, I don't want men crying. Men should act. I'm not used to
Calling out their
crying,
names.
I'm not used to. I'm used to men doing hard things and tough things. I like smart men. I don't have time for that.
No, that is why we are calling out their names.
For you that you're crying.
That you're crying. Can you imagine?
I protect your people every day. You're crying.
Every day you're crying.
So mind the phone with you. I don't like all this. Mind himself.
Governor Autumn, CFM has been activated a long time ago. Use it. Use it. You have the backers of your people.
Absolutely.
Use it.
Absolutely.
I beg. And stop crying. Remember, we are in the people power right now. So use it. The people will be by your side.
Every day he's burying his citizens.
Burying his citizens, his own people.
They're even chasing him up and down. He's running. He said, I did exercise very well. I was running. No, I know I can run very well. The governor is running. Oh, really? Okay, no.
We laugh, but the truth about it is that it's not funny. They need to step up. Step it up, Governor Autumn. You have the support of your people. Because it's not when they have finished killing them, you now said, they finished killing my people. Does it make sense? Then why are you going to rule, or why are you going to, lead over if they're all dead? You understand? So we've been saying that these people, they have been doing this for a very, very long time. As we said, consistency, they've been very, very consistent. They have not flinched. They've been consistent from day one. Everybody maintained their lane. The car people were doing the GPS, ransacking the towns and villages. They didn't talk much until they liquidated Nigeria.
Hey!
They chased out a whole lot of us in Esther. If you go to Benue State, there are a lot of IDP camps. People were moved out of their own ancestral land, and they're situated in some shithole
Condition.
as in makeshift camps. You understand? And you'll be moved away from your land. Some of us, they've chased us to Exeter. They've chased us to the Mediterranean Sea. People die in the Mediterranean Sea to be able to cross to Europe. All others died in desert. Those that went through Libya. You understand? The Western world lured us away from our land. They gave us free visa lottery. That's why we are abroad. You understand? Green card, citizenship, blah, blah, blah. While we are feeling happy that we live abroad, they are sucking dry our resources, taking everything that we own. Wow. And giving us visa to come here again, to come and slave. Here that we are here, we are slaving big time. You understand? It does not matter what profession that you are in, or you are still the slave that they have that turned you to be from beginning. Now the circle of conquest is complete. What do we do? Sister, the video.
Okay.
Oh, we can hold on, the video.
Okay.
Okay.
Exactly what do we do? You understand? Because if you don't possess your possession, they will take it from you. They will take it away from you. You can see that the union has collapsed. Because those are waiting for, oh, Nigeria, one Nigeria, one Nigeria. Like the autumn that you're talking about. You're there burying your people and you're crying, and what are you doing? See Southeast, terror is there raining. The union has collapsed. Boko Haram is taking over. The conquest is complete.
Duh. Duh.
Senators are in panic, like the video that Samona showed. Calling them to shut down. We told you before, close shop. Did we not tell you close shop? Did Nina not give you 30 days to come and plan with them so that they will tell you your role, the role that you need to play? No, but the money you want is more important to you. Look at Dino. Dino is now shouting that NMPC will not be able to bring out allocation money for May, June, July.
My dear, what the hell? He has to pay for his watch now. What in the world are you
Exactly.
talking about? The latest
Yes.
watch.
Afro Dimpa group of companies.
Watch the Dimpa group of companies and
Group of
cars.
companies. So that's what is more important to him. The money has finished. The money that we are sharing, all the blood you're sharing, the money that you're sharing has finished. That's why Dino is shouting. So we know through the work of Ninas and Lower Niger Congress that 1999 Constitution is the evil tap that is pouring out this water of sorrows and pain to our people. All the underdevelopment from that place, that make-believe country, that British type of federalism called Nigeria. So we have only one solution, which is systematically dismantling that Nigeria. That's the only solution. We don't want it to explode. Otherwise, it will affect the entire Africa, West Africa, the world. Everyone will suffer the consequences. Over 215 million people. You can't have that number of refugees. Where are you going to put them? Ordinary COVID, America could not even pack all the citizens in Nigeria. All the American citizens in Nigeria, plane could not carry them because everybody's giving birth in America now. You will give birth, go back, become citizen, go. American citizens in Nigeria, America could not pick all of them during COVID. Meanwhile, everybody was not running, It was just few people that we are ready to move out. Now, when there is war, explosion, America will not be able to manage the casualty. Even UK the world cannot manage that casualty. So they know. So in the interest of Nigerians, then the local stakeholders, the international holders, is better we systematically dismantle Nigeria. Wayoli, gradually. It's like a big monster. Nigeria is like a big, huge monster. There's one picture I posted on my wall, that monster that they are feeding. They've been feeding the monster. Now we want to bring the monster down. You have to do it systematically, cut the hand, cut the leg, cut the head. Because if you go like this, the monster will swallow you.
You will, though. You will. Highly vascularized. It will take you down.
I'm telling you. So we need to know what we want. We need to ask ourselves what we even want. And what is the strategy that will work for us? Do we want anarchy and war? What do we want? Or do we want intelligence, high IQ? Sometimes when you tell our people about high IQ, they get afraid.
They think it's about speaking English language.
Exactly. They think about certificates, that you're asking them what is your certificate. Our mothers in the market have high IQ more than some professors. So we are not talking about professorship and doctorship and all the sheep. That's why they put sheep inside it. Sheep.
You're right, sister. You are so right. After sheep.
Yeah, so when we are talking about IQ, intelligence, my brothers and sisters, we are not talking about degrees. We are talking about common sense, critical sense, the type of sense that your mother will teach you inside the kitchen. That will make
in Igbo language is called Anya.
Exactly. You know Egbe na Egbe. If you'll be able to differentiate. That's critical thinking. That's what we need at a time like this. So that's the type of brain work we're talking about. Anarchy is where our enemies want us to be. They want us to be like Somalia, like Sudan, like Congo. That's what they want us. So that once that anarchy is there, they will destroy. They come in and steal everything and destroy, like that. So our enemies want anarchy. They want to resist us like the Igbos of 1970. You know what they did to us 1967 and 70? Immediately we started fighting and everything. They came and killed over how many million? Over 3.5 million or 5 million said when you put it's willing to, they use the middle belt against the Igbos. So the middle belt, we are dying. The Igbos, we are dying. You know, everybody, you are killing your brother, you are dying, both of you are dying. The enemy wants you to in that situation. You are dying, your brothers are dying. That's the enemy's plan. So they reduced the Igbos 1970 to poverty. Left us with 20 pounds. Not even every family. It's only those that have bank accounts. The others didn't have anything. The only ones they gave 20 pounds is even those that had a bank account. They reduced us to ground zero. So what do you want to do as indigenous peoples of Nigeria? We are the owners of the land, the rightful owners of the land, the owners of the resources. We are the landlord and landladies, my people. The indigenous peoples are the owners of the land. We are not talking of those that are living in diaspora, that are contributing money to help us burn our houses because they don't have house in Nigeria. So they will contribute money. The little money that they got from doing 12 hours nursing job, they will bring it and give to our people to burn houses, burn structures. Are you all right? It was Gandhi that said, an eye and for an eye, everybody will be blind. If you carry fire, I've not seen where they use fire to quench fire. If fire is already burning and you carry another fire and put inside it, you have a bigger fire. So there's no way that is use fire to quench fire. Oh, they pluck your eye. Say, you pluck my eye, I pluck your own too. You pluck my own, I pluck your brother, I pluck your sister. Everybody will be blind. That's not the strategy we are talking about. We need to understand the value of what we have. How to use what we have to get what we need, including our intelligence, including our network all over the world. We live all over the world and we are not mean people. We are very highly positioned. Our people are highly positioned. They have network all over the world. So we don't need to burn down our houses. All we need to do is to embrace the feasible and sustainable strategy that NINAS and LNC have put in place. It took them 20 years to develop and put this thing in place. And you can already see the result coming. We're going to play one of the videos for you again, where you see the result of these meetings, these strategies. Oyiboman has never seen anything like this before. They are used to when there's trouble, we throw tantrum and start fighting and killing ourselves. They buy guns for us and we start shooting ourselves and this tribe, kill this tribe, kill this. That's what they're used to. For the first time, black man looked at Oyiboman eyeball to eyeball like equals, sat down on the discussion. You need to watch some of those videos. By the time two lawyers in America spoke, our brother Barrister Tony came up to do his own presentation. And he was not saying it and begging. He was telling them this is the solution. We understand the problem, then we know the solution. And that's what was done in 16 December 2020, when we did constitutional force majeure. Now we are insisting that that military constitution must go down. That's what we're saying. Like South Africa, the apartheid constitution in South Africa, it got to the place they said, this is the problem. It needs to go down. And then through a transitional government and then referendums, like matured people, we secure our freedom. Why do you want to kill us? Why do you want to die for it? Others are doing it. Other nations in Western world, that's what they do. It's not when they want freedom, they go and kill themselves and burn houses and kill policemen and kill the human. No, that's childish. People, that's so childish. This is 21st century, where strategies work. We put transitional government in place. And then these ones will supervise referendums, regional referendums, UN referendum, not any type of referendum, not the one they contribute for $5 and they shout on radio. That's not the one we're talking about. We are talking about the official referendum by NINAS, the indigenous nationalities, UN supported, like matured people. My dear, it makes me proud. When I see my people do proud things, I'm like, that is it, people. We have come of age. Africans have come of age. We need to set a template in Nigeria, and then the rest of Africa will copy it. That's what we're doing. The world is looking up to us. They know us. They have interacted with us. We have gone to school with them. We've been in meetings with them. They know who we are. So we don't want to behave like immature people. And we don't want, when we're saying the constitution should go down, some people, Afro Dimpa, we go behind asking for Igbo presidency. Stop insulting our intelligence, please. You're begging Fulani to give Igbo presidency. Are you all right? What is wrong with you? And when we call our men, some people will say, we won't watch the Daughters of Truth again because they're talking about men. Yes, we'll talk about you. God gave you the responsibility to take care of us. We are ladies who want to be taken care of. Me, I want to be taken care of. I'm a lady. I don't
want to use cucumber in our eyes.
I'm telling you, until women in other parts of the world, they're just gallivanting and having fun. Now, women are working hard and having to feed our men because they don't have anywhere to work. We don't want that anymore. So please, our men should sit up. Stop going with hand in cap and begging Fulani to give you license to operate international airports. Obiano, your people need international airport. That's what we want. We want to fly in Igbo Nanata. We are coming back home, Obiano, and we want to fly into Igbo land. I'm from Anambra State. I want to live here and fly into Anambra State. And then in 5 minutes, I'm in my house. That's what we want. You don't need to ask Buhari, are you going to give us license? He does not have any license to give you.
Does Buhari know what license is?
Oh.
Duh.
The only thing he knows is how to eat cow. He doesn't even eat cow, how to pursue cow in our forest. So please, move ahead and do what you want to do. People should stop going to ask Igbo presidents because we don't need it. We do not need it. We don't need it. Stop asking for contracts for oil well. Oil belongs to us. Don't ask for Fulani to give you a certificate for oil well. It's in our land. Stop asking for restructuring. We are no more interested. Who wants to have Fulanis as neighbors? Are you all right? I don't want to have Fulanis as my neighbor. I don't want to have terrorists as my neighbors. The people that the whole world are begging them to remove that terrorist, is it Pantami they call him or what? To remove him. And people are saying, oh, if you remove him, you will regret it. Threat all the time.
Look at his name, Pantami. It doesn't sound like explosive already.
I'm telling you. And that they are threatening us because they want to increase kidnapping. They will kidnap our people. Our people will be begging, please now, can I give you 1 million? Can I give you 2 million? Can I give you 3 million? He said, no, it's 8 million. Release my sister, release my brother. Please now. It's too shameful. So they will threaten us. If we tell them to remove Pantami, then we'll be in trouble because they will increase kidnapping. They will increase the blackmail. They will make our lives miserable. And we have been living through under this type of threat, immense threat, all these years. Look at when we voted good luck. They told us that they will regret it, that they will make the country ungovernable for us. And before we knew it, Boko Haram was everywhere. Burning down our churches, killing our people, massacre, blood everywhere. To our very before, until good luck was forced to throw in the towel. Even while he was there, they didn't even allow him to do anything. They tied his hands and his legs. He couldn't satisfy the people. Even when he built Almajiri schools for them, they still did nothing. Nothing made sense because they're terrorists. It's either you are willing to or you will not be elected. For those of you that say you want to go into election, what election are you going through? Look at Southeast. Only Fulani agents are there. Even if when you vote your candidate, they will still use Supreme Court to impose their own candidate on you. Who builds a nation? Who negotiates with terrorists? Who sits down to say, let's form a nation with terrorists?
Igbo politicians.
Huh. It's like telling Israel to form a nation with Nazi Germany. Have they not killed us enough? Parents say they're talking to them. What are you even doing discussing with these people? Ninas has given us back our power because power belongs to the people.
Yes.
The power of the people have been activated. You should be asking us, what do we do? Which is the way? And don't be following bush paths. You're not a criminal. Come to the table, let's discuss, you, eyeball to eyeball. We'll tell you what needs to be done. That's our people now. We're not discussing with terrorists. We're not discussing with non-indigenous people. They should leave. Non-indigenous people should get out. We are discussing with indigenous peoples. That's the alliance. There's something that you need to read, Sister Augusta.
Yes, yeah.
So that we tell our people that these people know what they're doing. They know us. They intentionally plan all that they plan to get us down. It wasn't accidental. And as a result, we're not going to use an accidental strategy. We're going to use a well thought out strategy. And then move systematically until we get what we want.
Absolutely, sister. Yes. Yeah, this letter was written by the Lord Macaulay. It was his address to the British Parliament on the 2nd of February, 1835. And let me read it. He said, quote, I have traveled across the length and breadth of Africa, and I have not seen one person who is a beggar, who is a thief. Such wealth I have seen in this country. Oh, you want to? Okay, yeah, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'm just showing
Okay.
Okay. Let me distract you.
Okay, who is a thief? Such wealth I have seen in this country, such high moral values, people of such caliber that I do not think we would ever conquer this country unless we break the very backbone of this nation, which has spiritual and cultural heritage. And therefore, I propose that we replace our old and ancient education system, our culture. For if the Africans think that all that is foreign and English is good and greater than their own, they will lose their self-esteem, their native culture, and they will become what we want them, a truly dominated nation. This was in 1835. 1835. Lord Macaulay's address to the British Parliament, 2nd February 1835.
Isn't it funny that the criminals are keeping evidence? They are. No, we'll never go and read it.
That's why.
No, one thing that they do effectively is that they know that the Black man, I'm sorry to say this, do not read. They know that we don't like, to sit down and read certain things. I'm sure if our people had probably read this, they would have known long time that this is a strategy that they had in mind, and probably use our number 6 to get out of that a problem. So people don't read, and that's why they document everything. Yeah, in America, everything is documented. They say document. There's a reason for that, so that in years to come, you go back to that document and see what is going on. Absolutely. So they know what that is. Just
now we started reading, my dear. They didn't know we would ever start reading. We have started now to.
But we have started reading.
But in some of the classes, I was there. There's one article on Sudan, how they planned the war in Sudan, how everything started. We were reading it in class. We were sitting there. It wasn't hidden. And it's not like I was doing intelligence course. It was just normal, whether English class or whatever. We were just reading it there and smiling and laughing. I was like, what? So it's okay. We have started reading. They thought we'll never start reading. We have started. Yeah, and as we are reading, we have seen that's why the Nina's protocol is very unique, because they took time. They broke archives. They broke British archives, brought out all the information. Yes. Some of all these broadcasts you're hearing people shouting is Nina's project. Is the information from LNC. It's LNC that brought out all that information. Some criminals, while they were still working underground, because the work they're doing is very unique. While they were still working underground, some criminals took the information that they gave to them in confidence. Barrister Tony gave them this information in confidence. They took it to go start doing radio to build their names. But One thing about stealing things is that when you steal this, you will not have the original copy.
Exactly.
Yes.
So the person that has the
They
original,
stole the
at the appropriate
photocopy.
time, what you have is a photocopy. At the
Photocopy.
appropriate time, the person that has the original copy,
Copy will come out.
then we know who is who stole and who didn't steal.
Yep.
Calm down, we're going. There's another video, right?
Yes.
We want to give our people a progress report because we told you about international imperative.
Life.
We're not here to speak English. We are just reporting here. The people that are working on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
So the results are coming out. So I want to give you progress reports.
Report.
In this video, we won't play all, we just play some section of it a little bit, and then we'll continue. Thank you, Samuel.
From Nigeria. The recent April 2021 report by the U.S. Commission on International Religious Freedom cites
2021, guys, 2021.
faith in Nigeria. It lists Nigeria as one of 14 countries of particular concern. It's what they call a country of particular concern designation. The report begins, quote, in 2020, religious freedom conditions in Nigeria deteriorated, with both state and non-state actors committing egregious violations of the right to freedom of religion or belief. Nigerian citizens face violence by militant Islamists and other non-state armed actors, as well as discrimination and arbitrary detentions and capital blasphemy sentences by state authorities. Nigeria is the largest country in Africa with about 219 million people. And by 2050, Nigeria will have a larger population than the United States. Genocide Watch has said that Boko Haram is committing genocide against children, especially girls it kidnaps to become sex slaves, and forces boys to become child soldiers. It massacres police and others associated with the Nigerian government and commits war crimes against ordinary citizens. Genocide Watch also said that the Fulani militants in central Nigeria are committing crimes against humanity and genocidal massacres against Christians. The Islamic State of West Africa is also operating in Nigeria in the Lake Chad region. In April of 2014, Boko Haram garnered worldwide attention for kidnapping 276 Christian schoolgirls. The world responded with a hashtag Bring Back Our Girls Twitter campaign. But 7 years later, more than 100 of the girls are still missing. Since then, there have been numerous attacks against schools with kidnapping of many children. 4 American soldiers were killed in Niger, and the Nigeria Lake Chad region could become a breeding ground and staging area for attacks against the West for terrorism and the reinsurgence of ISIS into Iraq. In addition, we see hunger, millions of displaced persons living in squalid conditions, kidnapping for ransom, little or no education in some areas, government corruption, and human rights abuses by the military. Yet, we see very little reaction by governments in the West. In December of 2019, the Wall Street Journal carried a large article by Bernard Henry Levy, who said that what's happening in Nigeria could lead to a Darfur or a Rwanda. We know there was genocide in both Darfur and in Rwanda. He said when the world and the US ignored genocide in Rwanda, hundreds of thousands of people died. And could history be repeating itself? Many experts believe that Nigeria could implode. This would destabilize the surrounding countries and send millions of refugees into Europe and beyond. The Olusegun Obasanjo actually said if it unravels in Nigeria, it will be an existential threat to Europe and the world beyond. There are 350,000 to 400,000 Nigerian Americans who are concerned over the fate of their relatives back in Nigeria. The challenges facing Nigeria are great. However, it is my firm belief that the United States and other Western nations have a vested interest in confronting one of the worst crises other times. And keep in mind, we have sent millions and millions of dollars to Nigeria. Nigeria has been fractured, and many people think it has been forgotten. So we have genocide by
He's
Boko
dead.
Haram, genocidal activity by the Fulani militants, rampant hunger. I look at the World Food Program statistics with regard to the country. Little or no education in parts of the country where young kids are getting no education. Sexual trafficking, there was a report of 15,000 women and girls being sexually trafficked alone in southern Italy. Massive government corruption, human rights abuses by the military, mass migration out of Nigeria. And we see really very little action taken by the West. And we see very little coverage by the Western media, except for the Wall Street Journal and the New York Times. Just this morning, I read a report from World Magazine that says the following. It said Nigerians have left their country for the United States and Europe for decades. But in 2018, Pew Research Center took a poll in Nigeria to find out how many others might leave. 45% of the Nigerian population said they expected to, within the next 5 years, leave. They then interviewed a young woman named Emmanuel, and I just read briefly what she said. In 2019, nearly 13,000 Nigerians emigrated to Canada alone. And then she goes on to say the following. On top of the economic insecurity in Nigeria, she says she faced daily fears for her safety. She says Nigeria is really unsafe right now on several levels, especially in several communities where just your religion makes you a target. Here, it's not the first thing you think about when you meet someone. Nigeria is very, very unsafe. I know many times I used to be scared getting home after work. And every day it was just pray, I get home safe.
All right. So this is such let's say brief part of this video. Is actually an hour, 24 minutes. We posted that on our Facebook page. So if you want to listen to the video in its entirety, you can go on our Facebook page. But Sister, I'll let you go ahead and emphasize.
Yeah, it's on our Facebook page for the details. Because what is going on, you know, America just had their election and there was a change in the occupants of White House. And our people were afraid what will happen, you know, because they played a significant role in bringing us certain documents that help, you know, what we're doing. And as God will have it, this is a continuation to show you that continuing with the discussion that I had with them, their support for stability in this geographical space. They are not playing, Americans are not playing, because this issue is non-partisan. You can listen to the details. They even know things more than some of our people do. They know better than our politicians. If you listen to that video, you're going to hear some of our people, the type of suggestions they were making, showing that they don't even know what is going on.
Clueless.
Yes, they're clueless about what is going on. Even when they answer Dr. This, Professor This, they have no clue.
That's
so
right.
Americans do not joke, and especially when it has to do with their national security. Because we told the people that this is no more an issue, because Nigeria has become a breeding ground for terrorism.
Wow.
And when terrorists are built, they will be exported. And Americans know that they're the first to be the target. Yes, and they have investment in that region. Americans have investment in Lower Niger specifically. So they don't want to joke with their investments. Like I told you, we said it from the beginning. If you do not possess your possession, somebody else will possess it. So Americans do not joke when it comes to their investments. So they are on top of this issue. So it's obvious that the people did a thorough investigation, calling things by the name. And we must thank the team, the Lower Niger Congress team, for a job well done. Thank you, brothers and sisters. Thank you. Because we don't want to be ungrateful. Our people can be so ungrateful. When somebody has worked for you, all you need to do is say thank you. What can I do to continue? No, exactly. You'll be wasting time. So our international stakeholders understand very well what the problem of Nigeria is. They know that they need Nigeria's formula to solve this problem. Britain has given up.
Yep.
For those waiting for Britain, some of my brothers say, Britain will not let us go. Britain will not say they don't like that they want Nigeria to remain one. And they're speaking English, the lawyer, English.
Understand?
I see what Britain we prefer is to see a Nigeria that is not broken. Is Britain, are they Nigerians? Are they indigenous people?
Britain said it's complex. Now the thing that they can't solve it.
We can't untie it. Meanwhile, somebody is there tying knot. Now it's difficult for you to untie. Yes. He did Apuruka in Nigeria, what my people call Apuruka. Now it's complex. What they mean is not Apuruka.
It's more cautious.
So Britain has given up. They told Nigeria that your problem is too complex. My brain is too little to understand this type of complex problem. And we're happy that they're able to do that because 1966, I think, that was that made us to go into war because they came and intervened and started gambling into things they had no clue about. And then we had to go up in flames. So they've already learned their lesson. So they told them that this problem, partnership will not solve it because they're telling them, we have partners, come, we are partners, we have partnership. Britain said, no, guys, partnership will not solve this problem.
What about the asylum? Putting them in a mad people's.
Okay, they wanted to put them. Of course, now our big brother, the Americans, told them like, if you want to put them in asylum, are you ready to take 250
million people
and relocate them to Britain?
I wonder.
Asylum.
I wonder.
So they reversed. Okay, we are going back.
So this will tell you the people that are at the hems of affair at the so-called British country that we worship all our lives. This is when you meet them one-on-one, you find out that the wheelbarrow pusher in our land is way smarter. That's why they don't want to come one-on-one. Yes. A wheelbarrow in our land will take them down IQ-wise. But no, we are busy, like my sister Augusta said earlier, we're busy following them because they speak English and they had this plan to bring us down and tear us down and turn us into who we are not and remove our self-esteem, that all we are doing is to be whitish and sound whitish
and ajeboyish.
And live who we are. It's so sad. While you guys are waiting, this is one thing that you have to know. There was an article that was on Yahoo News about what this jihad is, because we have told you guys before that this thing is not just happening in Nigeria. This is a plan for them to conquer Africa for jihadists.
Yeah.
So, and you guys think it's a joke. As we're telling you in Mozambique now, where is that article? People are not sleeping in Mozambique because they are worried about the jihadist next move.
But it's complete now. See, they started with slave trade. So when slave trade went out of markets, they brought colonialism. When it went out of market, they brought neo-colonialism. So this one is going out of market, they're bringing jihadism. It's the same finger, it's the same thing. So it's all over, it's the resources of Africa. Are you ready? Go ahead, please.
Yes, go ahead, yes. So it's just an article, you know. So if you have a chance, we'll post it on our Facebook page. You can go and read that this whole thing was planned for day one. In 1835, they went into their House of Assembly or whatever they call it and decided how they're going to break everything down. They have this one in place. When they're done with this one, like we said, they have completed their conquest. Yep. And our people are still there begging for 2023 election. Our people are still there begging for certificate to defend, to finish their airport or license. Our people are still there crying on channel news for Buhari to get them coordinated military effort. Coordinated military efforts. Are you guys insane? You want your head on the table? You want your head on a tray while we are eating dinner? And maybe we can serve your head as a turkey meat. Is that what it is that you're waiting for? Close shop, you don't want to hear. So now you want to wear suit and go to assembly and start jumping like a madman. When the solution,
crying.
we have provided the solution for you since December 16 of 2020. And now you're still not.
And you're still crying.
You're still crying.
Go and read the declaration now. Read the declaration, know what you need to do. No one, when they tell you you need license for airport, you tell them that the airport in Kebbi didn't have license. The one in Kano, Kaduna, did they have license to have international flights in? Start fighting for what that declaration allows you to stand on your own, in case you don't know.
Even if those ones have license, it's Fulani license. And we are not Fulanis. So
Fulanis.
We have our own license by ourselves.
And no crying.
Igbo nation, we give ourselves license. I actually have license in the Fulani. Our own license.
I know, my dear. Which license?
I'm looking for license.
The sad thing is that, the good, actually not sad, the good news is that I guess maybe for those of you that have not been listening to Daughters of Truth, you have your freedom. Your self-determination is now at your hand. You do not have to wait for Fulanis to come and give you security. You do not have to wait for Fulani to give you license. It's done. They did. Go and call Brother Tony if you don't understand what you need to do. It's done. The party is over. You can see they can no longer govern the place anymore. 2 hours from Abuja, these people will arrive at that, and anybody that is caught in that house that they will know. You're talking about spanking them with koboko. They will use them and cut them up and show it on the video like they normally do now. Are they going to live the way that they operate? They will cut their meat. They might even begin to make suya in the front yard of Asorok. So we're telling you now, you don't want to listen. This is a time to call in, join in, right, sisters?
Yeah, let me finish up. So
Okay,
we're giving them breakdown of the progress reports, what Britain has said, what Britain has given up, and then America stands to lose a lot if Nigeria goes up in flames, because we're explaining our people why certain strategies are the ones that we're following, why we are not doing certain things the other way, the other way that we work better. So America has gone ahead to tell Nigeria that their problem is extraordinary security problem. It's extraordinary. Your security problem is extraordinary. It's not what we're used to. This one passes. So they told them, even State Department, they have more information on this. They have moved because before you know it, the Fulani lobbyists will go to Washington and move good luck and do this one. So State Department has gone ahead. The information has reached them. They know that this is a military issue. It's something that will affect the American national security. So they're not waiting. So they understand that if care is not taken, that Nigeria will be a homebred, that's a land breeding terrorists all the time, that will attack America and attack the whole world.
Yep.
So they understand it very well. And they understand that any help they are giving to Nigeria now, the present Nigeria now, is falling into the hands of terrorists. So they know. Even Trump said it before that they're not going to give money again to the structures that they don't understand. So America knows that any support they're giving to Nigeria, because the terrorists have taken over Nigeria. They have already established that Nigeria, the terror in Nigeria is state-sponsored. It's the federal government of Nigeria that is sponsoring the terrorism. So when Buhari is telling them, bring Africa to Nigeria, they're laughing.
Can you imagine?
Because you build terrorist camp, build all your machinery for terror.
Sister Queen, even the so-called British colonizer, now they're saying they are no longer taking aid to Nigeria. They cannot. It was on Yahoo News yesterday. They said they are no longer taking aid to Nigeria. Who are you aiding? The same terrorists?
Let them keep their aid. We don't need their aid.
We never had their aid. We on the other side never had it, but now they're saying because they know they're giving it to terrorists.
That's why they're saying it.
Let them keep their aid. We're not interested. The minister,
they need to keep it actually, because we are not Nigerians. We are the indigenous peoples. We are going to whatever business that we do, they will wait for us to finish. Then we continue where we stop. Nigeria has been taken over by terror machinery. So they cannot, they understand it. That's what I'm saying. The international imperative is to make the international communities, the international stakeholders, understand what we're dealing with. And we thank God that they now understand it. So that's why they're saying that they will not aid Nigeria anymore. It's good news. We should be celebrating it. Because all along, they've been the one aiding Nigeria, the terror camp, the terror machinery of Nigeria, America and UK.
Yep.
Even EU has pulled out. Everybody
has pulled out.
Nigeria Bunsi, not those who with the leprosy of Nigeria.
Nigeria jaga is smelling.
Jaga. So they understand what we have been saying. So it's a matter of urgency. And that's why America, if you watch that video to the end, they're talking about special envoy, like they did in Sudan. That's what they did in Sudan. They've done this before. They know it very well. Okay, now we'll ask our people. Now that you know all this now, when the special envoy comes into the country, in the midst of all the noise going on about freedom fighting, when they come, who do you think they will work with? Because when the foreign partners come in, they usually work with those on the ground. And they said it in that video, that they have some people they will work with. Okay, let's ask you, daughters of truth, when they come, who did you think they will work with? Will they work with Buhari, the terrorist government of Buhari that set up the terrorist camps? Do you think they will do that?
That have a minister that is sympathetic to, not sympathetic. Exactly. A minister that is terrorist himself. Antami, or whatever his name is.
Americans are not that stupid. Though.
No.
They're not ignorant like Nigerians. So when they come, they're not looking for Pantami. They're not looking for Buhari. Or do you think they will want to work with people that are duping others for freedom? That jump up and down on radio, looking for how to put fire for things to burn down. And even investment of America in our land to burn down. Who do you think they will work with? Those that are stealing the information that Lower Niger Congress gave them, and they're using it to make a name for themselves, using it to deceive our people, using it to make money and seek for recognition. One told me, we want to be recognized. And see, I recognize that in the making one. What did you do that we're recognizing you? For killing our people, for aiding and abetting a criminal that killed our people. You want me to recognize you for that? Are you even thinking? So my people, those that are working with us, those that have been working with Daughters of Truth, we are so proud of you, sharing our information. You were with us through thick and thin. We appreciate you. Who do you think our foreign partners will work with? We are talking of collaboration.
I know.
Please answer me, my sister.
Ninas.
That put alliance together, the alliance of indigenous peoples.
Yep.
That gathered the South and the Middle Belt, all the people being killed. Those that put them together, that the ones.
Yep.
There's only one formula on the table, one discussion on the table. Ninas and LNC. Other people that are making noise, they have not even reached to the where discussion is taking place. They're still gathering, drinking that gin. Some are drinking Mayocha. When they finish, they come and tell us on video, we want to go and meet UN. We want to go and meet. And you know the sad thing? They knew about this strategy 15 years ago, some 10 years ago. My people, ask them, what did they do when they heard that this strategy is what will free our people with blood, without blood?
I know.
Bloodshed.
They made money off of it.
Okay. So they made money out of it and pushed our people into danger, put our people into trouble.
Unfortunately, they're still making money out of it because they are still telling our people lies. The gullible ones are not listening. This morning, I was a little bit frustrated, but at the time, I just told the guy, I said, you know what, continue deluding yourself. When you wake up, you will know what is at stake. So they're still making money off of our people's misery, forming all kinds of security outfits. You understand? That don't make sense. These security outfits are formed on a Facebook page. So they're still making money. So we're telling our people, only one strategy, only one pathway, and it's the Nina's pathway. If you allow yourself to get killed, you will not enjoy that freedom you're supposedly working for. So join the Nina's pathway. That's all. That's all you have to do. Nothing more, nothing less. Answer, Sister.
They are busy answering big names. Odo Puo one of Igbo land. Yeah, the bigger one, the juggernaut, and all that one. It's titles they want. Title. I'm the Ijele Ndibu. I'm the other Opu of Ndibu. I'm the whatever of Biafra. It is me, Ekuchogu of Biafra. That's all my people are doing. When
I know
there's
what
a
it's called
strategy.
in psych. It's called grandiosity.
Yes, that's what it is. Meanwhile, tiny Fulanis came and conquered giant of Nigeria or giant of Africa.
Without making noise, though.
Without
Under
making
our
noise.
watch, while we are present in the moment.
Quietly. So, my people, have you seen that if we are wise and consistent, that we can finish this? We need coordinated moves. We need concerted effort towards a pathway that we walk. Because when some people say, some people call me here all the time, you need to join together. I say, join together to what? What are you holding that I'm joining you?
Join together with Agberos. With Agberos?
Yes, you have no plan. You are very deceptive. You are very dishonest. You do not like truth. And you want me more to join you. No, we have already joined the people that have light. And mind you, we did not start Ninas. We are daughters of truth. When we came out of the front line setup, that we thought they were going to where our people wanted them to go. When we discovered they just wanted to make money from our people. And what listeners were talking about IPOB, we were there because we thought they were looking for freedom for our people. We went there to help. But when we found out that it's the empire they want to build, is the emperor, they want to create a beast that they cannot control. We said, you know what? We're out of this. We pulled out and looked for another way. By the time we saw Ninas, we saw Lower Niger Congress, discussed with them, evaluated what they're doing, and said, this makes sense. This is in accordance with 2007 UN Declaration on the Indigenous People's Rights. And we followed them. We did not go and start gathering our people to go to UN, reinventing the wheel. We did not do that. We are smarter than that. We are Igbo women. We know what sense, we know what to do. Please, my sister, you can open up the calls those that want to contribute.
All right, so our phone line remains the same. Our number is +1 774 3380942. You can use that number as a WhatsApp or as a regular phone. +1 774 3380942. I also have that number posted under our topic, so you can find it there, as well as our Zoom information. Let me call those out. We send out this Zoom information. I ask people to join us again. Once again, they're intimidated, but it's okay. We understand. Our meeting ID number is 867-340-4324. 867-340-4324. Someone texted me earlier and said that the power password that we use is not working, and that word was used intentional today anyway. So it's not working. So if you look at the bottom of the invitation, you'll be able to see there's another number there. Let me find it.
And even the link, they can even just click on the link.
Okay, yes, you can just click on the link, but if you are one of those that was punching your numbers, the password is 480561. 480561. Again, the meeting ID number is 867-340-4324. So either you can join us for your contribution, or you can call us as a WhatsApp or as a phone call.
And those in the house already can unmute themselves and contribute if they want to contribute.
Right. So as we are saying that we, the so-called giant of Africa, where we are gallivanting, some people we are using persistently, consistently, intentionally, using their resources, our resources, as a matter of fact, to capture us in our own land. That is the worst. My dear, if you think about the whole thing, it makes you want to put your head in the sand and bury yourself. Somebody came to your land, use your resources. While you're watching, he didn't even hide.
No.
Under your watch, use your resources to take you over.
Hey. It's like someone should feel like stupid. Someone should
very, very stupid.
I don't even know how some men still like open their mouth and answer name Tia Kanobi. Because we should be ashamed of ourselves. Like, how did this happen?
My goodness. Well, yeah, when you begin to analyze it, it's unbelievable. There is no way we should be talking anywhere anybody will hear our voices or even recognize us. That somebody came into your house, took you over, used your stuff now to enslave you in your own, and they didn't do it with one household, their whole land while you watch. As we are doing it, we are speaking English, we are getting professorship, we are going everywhere in diaspora, we are flying, we are applying for visa, lottery visa. Remember, that's one of the ways that they used to take people out of the land. You apply for lottery visa, when you win, you can actually take your whole family. You ask for your mom to come and visit them, you see that you have applied for green card. They're just gradually taking us out. And we're actually going to churches and giving testimonies about how God made us leave our land. And my question is, like, where are the fathers of the land that thought it was okay for their children to leave the land that their forefathers left for them? And that somebody in their head begin to think it's okay for 6 or 7 of your children to leave, and all you can resort is now gallivant about it. My other child is in China, and the other one is in Russia, and the other one is in Timbuktu, and they're coming home for Christmas. Come and celebrate with me. Can we see there's something wrong with that picture? We are leaving our land that our forefathers left for us to go to somebody else's land to go and live, and then we are bragging about it. Do you see why God should be very, very angry at us as the most stupid people he has ever laid his hands on? When God left us a land of milk and honey, nobody was smart enough to explore that with all their degrees and their English speaking fluency. They did not analyze that. Then we started showing off with going to abroad, and we are okay with that. And gradually, intentionally, they removed us all from our land. Do you know that to travel to Ghana, they didn't even want us to travel. If you want to travel to Ghana, I heard from Nigeria to Ghana will cost you more than if you're going from Nigeria to UK. Intentional, started in 1835. They broke us down. All we wanted to do was become white. Some of us even begin to use bleaching cream to hasten up the process. And when we get there, it's okay for us to even clean their toilets, start wiping their mother's butt, doing things that we haven't even done for our people, that we haven't done for our grandparents. Some of us, we even get there when we are 35, we'll tell them we are 15. But again, we learn from the slave master. When you have beard and everything, you tell them you're 15. They ask you when is your date of birth, you say 1992. They ask you when did you graduate from high school, you said 1992. My dear, all in the name of trying to go to somebody else's country. And we are okay with that. We are so okay that we take a pregnancy and family of little children and take our last money to buy an access to a land of nowhere, to go through the Mediterranean Sea while we watch. Everybody was seeing this. And then for us in diaspora, instead of start thinking about what exactly is going on, we're busy making money and posting our fancy cars and houses online for our brothers that are dying of hunger to see. What is wrong with us? And then when we come home, instead of creating opportunities, we'll start changing our dollars and our pounds to engage our people and make them feel like they are nothing. That's why they have to leave that place by all means necessary. We have all kinds of village meetings all over the places. Some of us are even fighting each other in village meetings. We never came together and said, let's build one big industry that can employ our people and keep people in our land. Nobody thought about that. Instead, what we'll do, we'll ship car number 1. The Fulanis will take it from us. We'll ship car number 2 because we must have that car. We will ride in a big car when we come back to the village. We'll ship up to 7 cars just to have something that we use to show off for our brothers and sisters when they don't have a job, when they never had held a job. And we watch them. We even reduced some of them to they eventually became lazy because they know the address to Western Union and what is the other place, MoneyGram. Nobody wants to work hard anymore. The little ones that they can do, they are not participating in it anymore. And we watch that happen. Some of us will punch our husbands, or the husband will punch the wife to send money to a useless brother that you know very well. He doesn't know what business is, a business doesn't know him. And we'll abandon our children and work on kind of night shifts. I heard a horror story about a mother who her only daughter got pregnant while she was working night shifts. She didn't know until she started screaming in the bedroom. All she knew was all of a sudden she started liking to wear sweatshirt. Oh my God, here. Every time she's in sweatshirt, even when it's hot, she's in sweatshirt. That's the only difference. She never thought anything about it. She thought it was fashion. Until one day, she was at work. The girl got up in the middle of the night, started screaming. The father called, the mother called 911. Before 911 came, she delivered in the car, in the ambulance. That's how the mother found out she was pregnant. Why was the mother working all those shifts? I promise you to sponsor people back home, or to build their house back home, or to do something back home to say, I have arrived. And we abandon our children. Call out your name and where you're calling from.
Yeah, this is Gemma.
Yes, my dear. Go ahead, sister.
So thank you, my sisters, for your time, your efforts, and your words of wisdom. The thing is this, like you just said, I don't know what is wrong with our people. Watching on Facebook, on almost entire social media. Most of the things that you're like watching and be wondering what is going on are mainly our people. So it's just like something that sometimes you wonder what we said we are even going for. Is it actually, obtainable? But of course, yes, it is. It is obtainable. So instead of discouragement, we just have to continue doing what we're doing, knowing that it's not about majority, because the work had already been done according to what, NINAS and LNC had worked for over more than 2 decades now. So as for the people that are beating the drums of war, it's unbelievable how they forget that they also have frail parents and frail grandparents and children and disabled people in the community back home that are not able to carry
move around
machetes and sticks to fight back. So I wonder, why are they calling for war? I understand some of them had lost their parents, both parents, maybe some of them entire family are gone, but it's not a good thing. But that doesn't mean that you want other people's parents and children and siblings to die. That is not right. War is not the solution. Even one of the what I call him, pioneers of the Biafra war, soldier, lieutenant. I think he's Ojuku's right hand, man. I forgot his name, Alexander something. He recently, was interviewed by BBC. He also reiterated that war is not the solution. Bringing down the constitution is the solution. He said it. So if he said it, why is it that those that didn't even experience, were not part of the Biafra war? Why are they making noise? Why are they calling for war? And again, the same war, they haven't shown me, they haven't shown anybody, any planet that they have killed. They are busy killing each other. So does it make sense? It doesn't make sense. All this gingering and, hypering and emotional, building all this tempo. Oh, what I will do, who sided me? Look at Mbaka, whoever he is. I don't even call him. If his name is Mbaka, that's his name, Mbaka. But I don't know who he's bothering. He's not bothering me. He's not a reverend, in my opinion. But anybody that will take him serious is just making a big mistake. He has he can speak from both sides of his mouth. Before he was against whatever freedom. Now he's in favor. So is it the same person that you're gonna be jumping up and down? Oh, now you understand. Now he's in favor of IPOB in the kind of their master and says, come on. You guys are just like deceiving yourself. Think twice. Think about your frail parents. Are you gonna sacrifice your parents just like other people just jeopardize the lives of their parents and they got sick and that? Are you gonna want to not have parents and siblings and children? But majority of them are anyway outside doing all this gingery. So we have to be wise, our people. We have to be wise. But at the same time, they are thinking it's about majority. It's not about majority. Ninas are not calling for how many followers. It's not about followers. It's on ground doing the work. So the sooner we realize what is going on, the better. And we are moving on. So thank you, my sisters, and God bless you and remain strong. We are here backing you up whenever, in any how we could. Okay? God bless you guys.
Thank you,
And
Sister
bye-bye.
Chema. Thank you so much. Thank you. My dear, it's a no-brainer who is doing what. If anybody wants to listen to Mbaka, let them continue to. Boko Haram is 2 hours away from Abuja. Very soon they will descend on your church while you're around praising whoever you're praising. You will see yourself, man may not between hell or heaven. So we are not even, I'm not even perturbed by a nonsensical person that doesn't know his left from right. Who is it blessed like they said? Mbaka my food. Mbaka my food. So the most important thing, one of the
name sounds like Mpataka, like stupid.
it's not like a fake breakfast sandwich. Yeah, so the most important thing is that in what we are doing now, we are consistent, we are intentional. And when you're consistent and intentional, at the end of the day, you will achieve a great result. We've taken a case study today from the Fulanese. What they did, these people came in from nowhere, minority, came in from nowhere and took over the majority. They took us over, put us under their wings.
You know what they came with? Cow, stick,
and a stick,
radio, and kettle.
That's it.
They didn't have anything inside
My
the
dear.
bush, living inside the bush.
Unbelievable. The thing now about will be, my dear.
I think it's as if right? And even if they did juju, I thought you say you're a Christian. How come the own power of Christianity did not stop and reveal to you what was about to come upon you? That means you are not even working with your God that you claim you are working with.
Wow. That's what you're not even working with God. Some of them even open church for us, and we all flooded in there like animals. Sheep that doesn't have shepherd. We showed up in their church, and now we are defenders of those that will kill that wants to kill us.
Yeah, Deboye now. He went to go and greet El-Rufai, say he's a good man. Thank you for kidnapping us and killing us and sending all the kidnappers to destroy us. This is the El-Rufai that said that if any foreigner comes to look at the election, that they will return in body bags. This is the same person that Deboye. I don't even want to be calling their names. Like my people will say, if you have not leaked Manu, you don't call certain names. Like some, you have to go and eat morning food before you start mentioning people, because their name is almost like abomination to the generation. It's unbelievable.
It's unbelievable, my sister. So we can round up, because I guess they are not calling in. We can just end it for the day. So your final statement, sisters, please don't try to call us after the show, because that's what we noticed in the past. You have to be bold enough to take the bull by the horn. This is about the freedom of your people. We are not on this screen because we love to be seen. We are here because we need to do we're doing the needful. So what role are you playing? You have to come out of your shell. It cannot be about you. That's why America is a great country. They always talk about service to others. And I see when you give service to others, actually you're servicing yourself as well. You get so many benefits of servicing others. So begin to work towards those things that you're not comfortable with. If they are the things that can make this freedom come faster. I wasn't a talker before. I don't want to be seen at all. I intentionally hide myself. So, but when you see something greater than you, you have to begin to answer to the call of the universe, because you weren't sent here for yourself, my dear. You were sent here for the greater good of humanity. So what role are you playing to get that done? Of course, I'm not saying coming to our show is serving, will help you to serve humanity. And I'm just saying, don't let one of the, whatever that you have holding you back be the reason why you're not playing the role that you should be playing for greater good.
Yeah, that's nice. For our people, we just want you to know that what has transpired ever since the contraption was formed was intentional. It was. They were consistent. They never let down their guards. They knew what they were doing. The Macaulay article that we read, that was in 1835. So I mean, you can imagine it's been long that they have this intention set up for Africa, because they know that the resources from Africa would benefit them. It would benefit them a lot. So for those of our people that are still, probably on the fence, they don't know what we are talking about. I was, discussing with somebody, not discussing, actually chatting with somebody this early morning, and I gave him the website to go to Nina's and get more information. All he wanted was war. I'm like, how could you want war when there is a strategy? There is a plan. The plan is there already. All you needed to do is to key into the plan, disseminate this information to those that do not understand, so that we can quell the hunger for fight. The fight that we are fighting now is a legal one. And as you can see, all the international bodies are beginning to say, hey, man, that place, no. They're beginning to hands off, because they know that it's a pressure cooker, as they rightly said. The Constitution is a pressure cooker, and that if care is not taken, Nigeria would implode. Everybody knows that. So why would you go and be the one in the front to get yourself killed for no reason? So we're telling our people, hey, please, there's no point doing that. The whatever is in motion, it's already in motion. Today, the Yorubas in Abeokuta, they try to do, I'm sorry to,
we have a phone call. One of our people.
Okay, go ahead, pick it.
All right, caller, your name and where you're calling from.
Hello, this is Chukwemeka.
Oh, Chukwemeka, welcome.
From Norway.
Welcome.
Yeah, I tried to call on Zoom, so you know who is calling, but you guys are busy, so you couldn't figure out. So I call on WhatsApp.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
It's been a little while.
Yeah, we know your voice, brother.
My sisters, I call you guys the angels.
No, thank you.
Thank you.
Angels of our people. Because it takes a very few good people to make a difference in a society, and you are one of them.
Thank you.
Very few good people who dedicated themselves in walking and talking, trying to help the others. Because talking change mind, and when you talk, people can be able to realize where they're coming from and the direction where they're going.
Right.
Like what the last caller said about going to work. I think it's madness for anyone to think about war. What do you have to go to work? You don't have anything. we had the war before for 30 months, simply because there was an organized structure. We were a region in the past. We have generals, top military generals in Nigeria then, who was from the Eastern Expansion. And then we have controlled our own economy then. So we have what it takes that led us. And there was discipline, consensus, discipline. People like Yamayana Bob Karabali, people like Gianfranco Pigo, men like all walks of life in the East. Do you have such structure right now? The answer is no. No. You don't have any structure at all. This is like single-handedly one person think that a tree can make a forest. Is it not madness?
Our head, you don't have military experience. You don't have even, you are not even a lawyer. It takes all the freedom fighters I've seen all over the world in the history of freedom fighting. You must have at least a little bit experience of law.
Yes.
You don't have
Yes.
those qualities, you don't have it.
Right.
And you compare yourself like Dr. Nelson Mandela or Gandhi. Those are lawyers. Then who the hell are you? Where do you guys speak? Do you think it's like shouting in the market square would suddenly give you Biafra? Where would that Biafra come from, my dear sisters?
Hell.
I mean, I tried to sit down and do the math over and over again. I said, where would I am not like against our people personally, but we are against the idea behind it. And when you bring an idea up and see that this idea, many people are looking at it twice and warning you that, hey, this will lead us to nowhere. Why can't you come back? Because this is not your father's land. Maybe you are battling to regain your father's land. Somebody took away from you. This is like you are talking about issue that concerns include your own children and my own children. Then why are you imposing your own opinion over my own children? How does it work? I want to use this medium to congratulate Tony, my good friend, somebody that I love so much. He has dedicated so much of his life. I try to educate a lot of notable Nigerians, try to educate them that, hey, that is a mistake. Our forefathers made a lot of mistakes, but if we unite ourselves, we can correct it. And I think it's reaching Nigeria and the authorities in Nigeria. If they come out and tell you that it's not reaching them, it's reaching them. They are not sleeping. Because what the structure Tony tried to put in place and the way he's organizing, they understand that this guy knows what he's talking about and the international community. Because truth can only be one, because truth is absolute, you know. He is really handicapping them with truth. Nigeria is a place where so many countries have interest. And if you want to grow it, you need to do exactly what Tony and Nina and the LMC is doing. By, like play, like, when you do people now, Hana said that, I know when I can't could have gotten to really or like play, you will catch a living lion and tie rope or put chain around the neck. So it's something that we can't go it alone. We have done it in the past. Where did he led us? We need two hands to clap, which is making friends and enemies, bringing people from all around the country to see what we are seeing, to join the cause, and gradually we can be able to reach them. And we almost successfully we have get there. Look, can you imagine, my dear sisters, can you imagine that the Yorubas can now speak the same voice as we do?
Yes.
Can you imagine?
Yes.
The same people that connive with the Northerners to fight war against us, to almost eliminate our people. Right now, they are youth, and most of their elders and the educated men and women in Yoruba land and the Middle Belt are now coming closer to our cause, something that our forefathers couldn't even achieve. And we have gone halfway. Is it not time for someone to come to the table and be able to understand that there is a need to bring your people together, speak with one voice, bring your own supporters, educate them and tell them, hey, I think that these guys are making sense. If we join hands together, we can move this mountain. Than separately, then running something that just don't make any sense at all. It just don't make any sense. Running around, you want to pull down the mountain when you know that when they come, what do you bring up? It was catapult. You used to fight the war with stones and catapult. Is it not suicide? So, please, my dear sister, let that know. In every organization, it always sounds like that. But
this moment, don't relent, keep fighting, keep doing what you are doing. The world is listening, and they are beginning to reason with us.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody will understand that, you know, if you don't, even in a family, if you don't carefully mind your statement and how you do things, even if you are true, they're saying the fact, the things that you are 100% right. And if you don't know how you go about it, it might turn against you. Do you know that?
Yes, absolutely.
People might see it that you are the one who are provoking others because you are speaking with anger, overwhelmed anger, without guiding your statement, without guiding your utterances. You might even be guilty on something that is supposed to be right or 100%. That's why, as a
You're right.
that's how it is. So, I love what you are doing, and what you are doing is going far and far and far. Believe you me, I spoke to somebody that I didn't mention his name here, but he told me something. Somebody working with the human rights organization, really doing a great job indeed. Very, 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 very somebody that I respect so much. Tony himself respect him a lot. He was the one gathering all the information of both the killings and the names and everything, documenting it, because that document is so important to us.
Mm-hmm.
How our people die, how they kidnap them, where they kidnap them, who is the GOC of the 32 Artillery Brigade, who is the GOC of the 82 Division, who are those responsible of commanding those armies that are destroying the life of our people. We put them in check. All those intellectual work is something that somebody can come down and be able to ally yourself. You need to have a concrete evidence, not to go and stand in the canteen of United Nations, which every mad person can just go there and take a picture.
Mm-hmm.
You cross the balcony of the United Nations, you start a picture and post it there, and then you have been negotiating with the United Nations. One person.
Hey,
You think that the world are so stupid that one person, one single unknown person, you have never been elected into any office. You have never held any political office in your life. You have never done anything, and then they will welcome you as who? What is your name?
Random guy.
So, what we are saying, if we are not careful with this, we might even do more harm than good. This is what anyone who can let these guys know what they are doing. Because it happened like that in South Sudan. Guess what? When South Sudan got independence, they had a brutal civil war with themselves. Because there is a lot of factions with separate ideologies.
Mm-hmm.
And when they got their independence, to govern became difficult. So
Mm-hmm.
difficult. Because of these separate ideologies.
Mm-hmm.
If you have Biafra today, believe you me, in a couple of 6 months, there will be a civil war within ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
This is a simple fact.
Mm-hmm.
Because but I thank you. Let me not take so much of your time. When I think about this, I get me so crazy because
I know.
It doesn't make any sense, my dear sister. You are destroying your people and you are good.
Yes.
Because like the one professor told me when we were having a Zoom meeting, he said that, you know, sometimes you might love your people so much deep in your bone, but with that love, and then you try to liberate them, you try to be the hero of their people. But if you are not careful how you go about it, you might commit a heinous crime against their people because of the way you go about it.
Right.
And you know what I'm talking about. I believe both of you sitting today are highly intellectual people. You understand what that means.
Yes.
Somebody need to advise someone. Thank you very much, man.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you, Chukwemeka. We missed you anyway. I've been like, what happened to my brother? I need to collect your phone number later on, okay? I'll save this number.
Thanks so
Okay.
much. Thanks so much, man. Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye. Right, so our brother has said it all, you know. Why war when we have alternative on the table? War that you have not prepared for. And we keep reminding you guys, how do we even relegate our power to someone that cannot run a household? You have not managed your wife and 2 kids, a wife and 2 kids only. You have not. And you want to manage a whole 200 and how many, 70 million people. Can we apply common sense? Haven't we been deceived enough with pictures and ranting and ad boss and all kinds of, haven't you guys had enough of that? If this is cocaine, please go for treatment. If this is some type of addiction, begin to ask that God you guys are following him back everywhere, going back and forth. Ask Mbaka to even have a miracle on your head. What is all this nonsense? That at this point in time, we are still believing in online activities instead of things that are happening on ground. We're still believing in things, imagining things. When you go on your draw bunker. Oh, I forgot. The same people that came with OCC in their back and then number to GPS are like, okay, that's where it's going. We need to pray, oh, my sisters. Please go ahead.
Yes, my dear. We will pray, but we will still take action. You know me, I'm very practical.
Yes, my dear, action for sure.
And then strategize. We will handle. Our land will not be like Sudan, I promise you, my people.
Amen, amen.
By the grace of God, we are working towards it. We have local imperatives, we have international imperative. Everything is being looked into because sometimes what we do here is to warn our people to call their children back home, because some of the things that might happen might not be our making. We have told you that where we are sitting, especially the lower Niger area, is a choice land. Many people are interested in the resources there. They want to work with people that are level-head-minded, people that are calm. They want to work with us that are negotiating, they are moving. But there's a caveat. They will not wait forever because they know the terrorists are coming to take the resources. So some people might be casualty. That's what we're warning as mothers now. Take your children out of the way because submarine will soon raise the head up. Somebody complained that we're using parables. My people say, I want to talk in Obuni got here. No, go see is a waste. So, but I will not tell you that. That's what my people say. I will tell you is that go home, meet your mother and say, look at the parable I heard. Can you explain it to me? And your mother will create it because it's about critical thinking. That's what we tell our people, that we are people that will use critical thinking to train our children. Please, we are begging our people, get out of the way. 2 elephants fight, the grass will suffer. Terrorists are coming to our land. We have called some people to say terrorists are in our land. The resources, those resources that people like, they are coming to take it. And those people we called and say, okay, and they said, don't worry, we are coming. That is partnership, that is alliance. So we told you that the alliance, we have intra-regional, inter-regional, and international imperative. Though some of them are just 5%, but some 5% are huge when you look at the implication of that 5%. So please go to share the videos. Thank you so much. Share with your people. There are some other videos that we have that we've explained what NINAS is doing. For those that say we don't understand, please, we are no more in the days of darkness and ignorance. Go and get informed. We read some of these articles in some of our shows because we know our people have issue to read. So we read them here. So look for them, type all the things you need to type, NINAS something, LNC something. It will pop up in YouTube. You will watch and listen. All we're asking you is to get informed. Then for political merchants, the politicians in our land, please close shop. We are not interested. We are indigenous people. We own the land and people are coming to take over our resources. So your election is the thing. We don't want to talk about it. close shop. There's nothing like 2023 election because that's not what is important. The Constitution is a problem. We want to bring it down and begin to rebuild. And we want to do it in a transitional manner. LNC, Ninas, we are not coming to kill off the governors. No, we are telling them to understand what is going on. Then there will be transitional government in place, moving from point A to point B. So there won't be anarchy. There's no need for anarchy. We structure, because we have ministers already, we have ministries, we have all this is in place. So you that you're forming de facto government, there's no vacuum. You form de facto government when there's a vacuum of governance. There's no vacuum in our land. That's why we're going down to the indigenous places. Those nationalities where you're coming from, you came from somewhere, start working from there, because we're starting from the grassroots. Then we walk up, team up with those on the international scene. They will welcome us with Ubu. The day we will be announced, they will be saying so nations have been birthed. And they will be clapping hands for us. If there's any international gathering that they will go, when we are entering, I pray I will be there. I will go with our flag. I will march inside that field. We are coming like a bube. We all glory. And they will welcome us and clap for us because they know that we're going to influence the world positively. We're going to influence Africa positively. We are coming here. We have things we are bringing into scene. So we are not radicals. We are not miscreants. Thank you very much, our people.
Thank you so much. We have a jingle that we want to, I think we played this jingle before, but this is just a reminder once again. Nigeria, jaga jaga, everywhere, jaga jaga. You know, we are going home. We need to end all this madness. We are tired of it.
We stand as a people with one song, with one voice, nation. My brother, my sister, the first line with them like give us be say inside the 1999 constitution, now we be the people inside. Who tell you so? As we, the people, no meet anywhere to arrange the constitution, it not be our own. We talk say no be within that this lie, them take govern us. They make us poor and give us election where they do wayo, where be fraudulent activities. As it be so, plenty people they die as Fulani herdsmen, they kill for free. Now this constitution, then they make things hard for we land, and then they grab our land. As Kokuruku time don't reach so, we say it don't do. Enough is enough. Now make Nigerian Indigenous Nationalities Alliance for Self-Determination, NINAS, come do constitution force majeure to free the people of South and Middle Belt for inside Nigeria. We dey talk say make we kill this constitution and stop the Wuru election to save our land, our resources, and our lives. Oh yeah, now make we throw away the 1999 constitution and this 2023 election wey dey come so that as we talk we go save our lives, our land, and the natural resources wey dey for we side. If we not do so, na im be say we ready to throw away our lives, our land, and our natural resources. Sake of say we want save the 1999 constitution and the 2023 election. And as for politicians and their parties, how market? We want to make politicians and their parties close shop now and stand with their people and come out from this lie apartheid 1999 constitution. Or then go feel go join Fulani, where they kill and take our land, make them begin rub shoulder with them, and make we see how the people anger will be for that time. This message now from the Voice of Liberty International.
Awesome. All right, brothers and sisters, thank you guys so much for joining us this week. We will be seeing you guys next week. Next Sunday is Mother's Day, or at least here in America. I know they have celebrated Mother's Day in Nigeria.
Yeah.
So for the Mother's Day, we are saying Happy Mother's Day in advance. Let us continue to fight for the future of our children. I also posted the link for the Nina's Indigenous Peoples WhatsApp group. It's posted on our comment section. So if you want to share with other people, click and join. That's awesome. So we also send some more information during the week on that platform that you can share with other people, because a lot of people just show up and hear like, what is going on here, So that's a good place to sort of begin to understand what is going on. We all have to recognize that we're not going to do this forever. So the earlier, like my sister said, you get informed, the better for you. You cannot continue to play ignorant. I didn't know. I thought this, I thought that. It's time for you to begin to remove the aja from the beans, because we are going home, y'all. We are going home. So we will see you guys next week. Stay safe.
Bye.